Beloved souls of infinite potential, I stand before you with a message that carries the weight of ancient truth and the brilliance of divine revelation. Your words hold the keys to the treasury of your life. You may have thought that wealth belongs to the fortunate, the privileged, or those who labor endlessly, but the reality is far greater, far more profound. Wealth is not earned first in sweat, it is born first in speech. The universe does not respond to the frantic effort of a desperate heart, but to the clarity, the certainty, and the conviction of a spoken word infused with faith. I spoke it, and then wealth came, and if it was true for me, it is true for you, for law is impartial, unchanging, and eternally generous to those who align with it. When you understand this law, you cease to beg for what is already yours. The moment you declare a thing with unwavering certainty, it sets into motion the invisible machinery of the universe. Energy moves, atoms arrange, people are drawn into your path, opportunities emerge, and unseen forces align to fulfill the decree of your tongue. Too often, people sabotage themselves by speaking lack, speaking doubt, and speaking delay. Their mouths proclaim, "I never have enough." And the universe, ever obedient, mirrors back that decree. But the awakened one understands to speak is to create. Words are spiritual contracts signed in the unseen realm, and once spoken with faith, they bind the universe to their fulfillment. This is why you must speak not what you see, but what you intend. The ordinary mind reacts to appearances, but the extraordinary soul proclaims reality into being. When bills surround you, you do not say, "I am broke," for that only multiplies lack. Instead, you declare, "Money flows to me in avalanches of abundance. Every bill is paid with ease. I live in wealth and plenty." At first, it may feel strange, as if you are lying. But no, lies are words spoken without belief. Truth is spoken when your words align with the infinite reality of abundance that exists beyond appearances. You are not lying, you are calling forth the unseen into the seen. You are practicing divine authority, for the Creator placed the power of creation on your tongue. Wealth does not wait for circumstances. It waits for command. The moment you speak, you place an order in the warehouse of the universe. Imagine walking into a grand hall, filled with every possible treasure, every sum of money, every opportunity, every luxury. You do not cry in despair hoping someone will notice you. No, you speak your order. You name it, you declare it, and as surely as you breathe, it is prepared and delivered. The tragedy is that many never speak their order clearly. They mutter confusion, they whisper fear, they confess limitations, and then they wonder why wealth does not appear. But when I spoke it, when I declared with unwavering certainty that wealth is mine, then, and only then, it came. You see, the universe is not moved by half-hearted wishes or timid whispers. It is moved by bold declarations infused with faith. Faith is not mere hope, it is certainty before sight, conviction before evidence. To stand in a barren field and declare, "This land yields harvest beyond measure," requires faith, but the one who dares to speak it calls the rain, summons the sun, and awakens the seed beneath the soil. So it is with wealth. You may look at your empty account, but when you speak abundance, you call forth the streams of income that were waiting for you to give them permission to flow. Consider for a moment the unseen nature of speech. Every word you utter vibrates through the ether, rippling through dimensions beyond what your eyes perceive. These vibrations align with like frequencies, attracting similar energies and experiences. When you speak wealth, your words become magnets pulling prosperity from every corner of existence. When you speak lack, your words become chains binding you to poverty. This is why it is not enough to think abundance silently. You must speak it, for the spoken word is creative power released into the atmosphere. Now, let us go deeper. The mind is the architect, but the tongue is the builder. Your thoughts may design the vision, but until your words give it breath, it remains unbuilt. To speak is to breathe life into thought, to animate imagination into form. In ancient traditions, breath and spirit were one. To speak is to breathe spirit into matter. That is why affirmations, when spoken aloud with conviction, alter your reality. It is not empty repetition. It is spiritual alchemy. You take the raw material of thought and, through the fire of your tongue, forge it into wealth. Many people misunderstand and think that wealth is merely money. But wealth is a frequency, a state of being. Money is but one of its manifestations. Wealth is freedom, expansion, growth and opportunity. When you align with wealth, money comes as naturally as air flows into your lungs. If you chase money alone, you may grasp it but lose peace. But when you align with wealth, you attract money and all things that make life rich. Joy, health, love, and divine timing. Speaking wealth is not simply about saying, "I want more money." It is about declaring, "I am the embodiment of abundance. I live in overflow. Everything I need comes to me with ease, for I am aligned with the eternal source." When I began to speak wealth, everything shifted. At first, subtle changes, a gift appeared unexpectedly, an opportunity revealed itself, a bill was miraculously resolved. Then larger shifts, doors opened that had been locked for years, partnerships emerged. Clients arrived, businesses flourished. It was as if the universe had been waiting, ears pressed against my silence, longing for me to give the word. And when I did, it rushed to obey. For this is law. Speak and it is so. Declare and it is done. You may wonder, but how long must I speak before wealth appears? The answer is, until the word becomes flesh. Until your inner conviction outweighs your outer evidence. Some seeds sprout quickly, others take time to grow. But all yield if the word is not uprooted by doubt. The greatest danger is not delay but contradiction. Many speak abundance in the morning and cancel it, with words of lack in the afternoon. They plant wealth with their lips, but dig it up with complaint and fear. Consistency is key. Let your words be unwavering. Speak wealth as if it were already so, and you will soon walk in the reality you decreed. Do not underestimate the power of gratitude spoken aloud. Gratitude is wealth acknowledged before it appears. When you say, "Thank you for the wealth that flows to me now," you activate a law that multiplies what you have and draws more to you. Gratitude is not a reaction. It is a creative force. It tells the universe, "I recognize abundance, and I am ready for more." This readiness opens the floodgates. And let us speak of imagination. Imagination is the womb of creation, but words are the midwives that deliver it into reality. When you imagine wealth and speak it, you become a channel for divine manifestation. It is as if the universe has chosen you to experience and express its infinite riches. To silence yourself is to deny the universe a vessel, but to speak boldly is to allow divine wealth to pour through you into the world. There are those who say, "But I tried, and it did not work." To them I say, you did not truly speak with conviction. Perhaps you repeated words while your heart trembled with doubt. Perhaps you whispered affirmations while rehearsing failure in your mind. Remember, speech is not empty sound. It is energy infused with belief. If your words are hollow, the universe hears the emptiness. But if your words are filled with certainty, even if the world around you laughs, creation bows to your decree. We live in a telepathic universe. What you speak aloud reverberates, but what you radiate inwardly also communicates with the field of infinite intelligence. Every cell in your body hears your words. Every molecule responds. When you say, "I am wealthy," your body aligns to that vibration. Your mind searches for evidence, and your actions harmonize with abundance. And when you repeat it long enough, your subconscious accepts it as law, and reality reshapes itself to match. This is why your spoken word is far more powerful than silent wishing. It reprograms not only the universe around you, but also the universe within you. There is a rhythm to speech, a cadence that penetrates deeper layers of consciousness. When you speak with intensity, emotion, and passion, you send a signal far stronger than mere monotone repetition. Speak as if the universe is listening, because it is. Speak as if your wealth is already here, because it is. Speak as if nothing could stop you, because nothing can. And as surely as night follows day, you will see the evidence of your decree. I spoke it, then wealth came. Not because I was better, not because I was chosen, but because I dared to align with the eternal law. You too can do the same. Every word from your lips is a seed, and every seed yields after its kind. Speak lack, and lack multiplies. Speak wealth, and wealth blossoms. The universe does not argue, it obeys. It does not discriminate, it delivers. It is waiting even now for you to declare. And so the secret deepens, for what you declare is not separate from who you are. Your words are not ornaments or decorations placed upon your life. They are the very essence of your creation. When I say, I spoke it, then wealth came, I am speaking of a truth that transcends time and space. The spoken word is not bound to minutes, hours, or days. It is timeless. Once released, it continues to vibrate, to summon, to arrange, until the thing you have declared arrives. It is like a seed dropped into fertile soil. You may not see it sprouting in the first instant, but beneath the surface, roots are forming, energy is gathering, and life is expanding invisibly until the manifestation breaks forth into visibility. The great error of many is impatience. They speak today, but by tomorrow. They look around and say, nothing has changed. They abandon their words as if they were powerless, not realizing that their declaration has already taken root in the unseen. To uproot it with doubt is to delay its fruition. You must speak with the endurance of eternal faith, knowing that your word is as unbreakable as law itself. When you speak wealth, you must be as certain as if you held the gold in your hand, even if your eyes show you emptiness. The universe is rearranging itself in ways beyond your comprehension, setting in motion the perfect chain of events to deliver what you declared. Let me tell you, wealth responds to command more than effort. This is not to say effort is without value, but effort without command is labor without harvest. When you speak wealth, you set your effort upon fertile ground. Without the word, your effort may scatter seeds on barren soil, but with the word, every action you take is magnified, multiplied, and aligned with the abundance you have decreed. This is why some people work tirelessly and remain in lack, while others, with far less strain, live in overflowing abundance. The difference lies in the decree of their tongue. We live in a world where many have been trained to speak of limitation. From childhood, you may have heard phrases such as, "What can't afford that?" "Money doesn't grow on trees," or "Life is hard." These words planted seeds in your subconscious, shaping your reality, often without your awareness. But hear me now, you can uproot every seed of lack by planting new declarations of wealth. Speak often and boldly. I am wealthy beyond measure. I am prosperous in every way. Money flows to me easily and endlessly. I am the chosen channel of abundance. As you repeat these words, you overwrite the old scripts, dissolving patterns of poverty and replacing them with patterns of wealth. And here lies another mystery: the subconscious mind does not argue with your words. It accepts them as fact and begins to reorganize your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors to align with what you have spoken. The subconscious is the fertile soil of your being, and your words are the seeds you plant. Speak wealth long enough, and soon your subconscious will treat wealth as natural, as inevitable. From there, your actions become aligned with abundance, and your external world mirrors the inner shift. Do you see the miracle of this law? You need not fight, struggle, or beg. You need only declare with certainty and let the law do its work. You are not the worker of miracles. You are the speaker of them. The law performs what you declare. When I spoke wealth, I did not worry about how it would come. I did not calculate every step. I simply declared, and then I walked as if it were already done. And wealth, faithful to the law, found me in ways beyond my imagination. Now let us speak of vibration, for words are not merely sounds. They are frequencies. Each word carries a vibration, and that vibration summons experiences that resonate with it. When you say, I am poor, the vibration of lack radiates from you, attracting experiences to confirm it. When you say, I am wealthy, the vibration of abundance radiates, drawing to you the circumstances, people, and opportunities that align with wealth. Speak with emotion, for emotion intensifies vibration. A cold, mechanical statement may stir little, but a declaration spoken with joy, passion, and certainty shakes the universe into action. In truth, the wealth you seek is already present in the field of infinite potential. All possibilities exist in the quantum field, waiting for your selection. Speech is the selector. Words are the mechanism by which you collapse possibility into reality. When you declare wealth, you choose that timeline, that possibility, and call it forth into your experience. You are not creating something from nothing. You are summoning what already exists in the invisible realm into the visible. Let us not ignore the role of the heart in this process. The most powerful declarations are those spoken from the heart, infused with genuine belief and emotional alignment. When your words and your heart are united, you emit a signal so strong that the universe cannot resist responding. This is why mere rote repetition is not enough. If you speak words of wealth while harboring resentment, fear, or disbelief in your heart, the vibration is scattered. But when your heart rejoices in the words you speak, when you feel the truth of your wealth as if it were already here, the signal becomes unstoppable. And so I tell you, speak your wealth, not only in moments of ritual, but in the rhythm of your daily life. Let your conversations overflow with abundance. When asked about your future, speak wealth. When considering your present, speak wealth. When you encounter challenge, speak wealth. Do not reserve your declarations for a quiet corner in the morning. Make them the very language of your existence. For every time you speak, you are either confirming lack or affirming wealth. Choose wisely, for every word is a command to the universe. There is also power in speaking wealth over others. When you bless another with words of abundance, you align yourself with the law of giving and receiving. Speak wealth into your family, your friends, your community, and you will find wealth multiplying in your own life. To declare, may you prosper in all things, may wealth flow to you with ease, is to expand the vibration of abundance around you. And since you are part of that field, you cannot bless others without blessing yourself. Do you see the majesty of this law? It is so simple, and yet so profound. I spoke it, and then wealth came. Not because I worked harder than others, but because I used the authority placed in my tongue. And you, too, have that authority. It was given to you at birth, for you were created in the image of the Creator, whose word spoke worlds into existence. The same power lies in you. Your words are worlds. Your speech is creation. And wealth is waiting for your command. So today, begin anew. Cleanse your tongue of words of lack. Refuse to declare limitation. Remove from your lips every phrase that binds you to poverty. Instead, let wealth be the language you speak. Let abundance be the declaration you make daily. Stand tall, breathe deeply, and declare, I am the embodiment of wealth. Money flows to me now. Opportunities chase me down. I am prosperous in every way, and my wealth blesses the world. Say it with conviction, and you will see the law move mountains to deliver what you have spoken. For I tell you again, and let it echo in the chambers of your soul, I spoke it. Then wealth came. And so shall it be for you, if only you dare to speak. And as you continue to speak, the universe continues to respond, for this is not a one-time act but a living rhythm. Just as the beating of your heart sustains your body, so the speaking of wealth sustains the flow of prosperity into your life. Many imagine that one bold declaration is enough, and indeed, a single true word carries tremendous power. But understand this: as long as you dwell in a world filled with voices of doubt, limitation, and fear, you must continually refresh your atmosphere with the vibration of wealth. Just as you breathe again and again, though one breath could keep you alive for a moment, so must you speak wealth again and again to remain aligned with abundance. Every conversation becomes a field of creation. Each time your lips part, you either invite wealth closer or push it further away. You may not realize it, but casual words spoken in frustration, I can't afford this, I'll never make it, "It's too expensive," are spells cast against your own prosperity. They weaken your field, drain your power, and sow seeds of lack. But you have the choice, in every moment, to reverse it. Instead of, "I can't afford it," say, "I choose wealth and wealth chooses me." The means will appear. Instead of, "It's too expensive," say, "Everything I desire flows to me in divine timing." With such simple shifts, you transform your life. There is also the matter of authority. Words spoken timidly carry little force, but words spoken with authority reverberate through creation. Authority comes from identity. If you see yourself as a beggar, your words sound like pleading, and the universe responds with delay. But if you see yourself as a creator, a channel of divine abundance, your words sound like decrees, and the universe hastens to obey. Authority is not arrogance, it is alignment. It is the recognition that you are not separate from Source, but an expression of it. When you speak with authority, you echo the creative voice of the universe itself. And authority is strengthened through embodiment. It is not enough to merely say, "I am wealthy." You must walk as though it were so. You must breathe as though it were so. You must let your posture, your gaze, your presence radiate wealth. For when your body, your mind, and your words are in harmony, the vibration is unstoppable. This is why so many who simply repeat affirmations without embodying them grow frustrated. Their words are contradicted by their energy. But when you embody wealth, your words carry a resonance that bends reality itself. Let us go even deeper. Beyond speech lies telepathic influence. The mind communicates without sound, sending signals into the field that shape your experiences. When you speak wealth, you amplify that telepathic signal, making it louder, clearer, and more magnetic. This is why spoken words accelerate manifestation. They strengthen the transmission of your intention. Imagine yourself as a broadcasting tower. Your thoughts send out signals, but your words amplify them, projecting them further and stronger into the fabric of reality. With every declaration, you are sending a clear broadcast into the quantum field. I am wealthy. I live in abundance. I am the magnet of prosperity. And the field, always responsive, rearranges itself to confirm your signal. Now understand this. The more you repeat a signal, the stronger it becomes. A single broadcast may go unnoticed amidst the noise of competing vibrations, but repeated broadcasts form a dominant frequency that drowns out the rest. This is why repetition matters. Not empty, lifeless repetition, but vibrant, passionate, intentional repetition. Speak wealth daily, hourly, continually, until the frequency of abundance is the loudest signal in your field. When that happens, reality has no choice but to conform. And here lies a truth that will liberate you. Wealth does not wait for perfect conditions. You do not need to have a certain job, a certain education, or a certain connection to speak wealth. You do not need to fix your circumstances before you declare abundance. Speak now, exactly where you are, with what you have. Speak now, and watch as conditions rearrange themselves in response to your decree. Too many wait for evidence before they speak, not realizing that speaking is what produces evidence. Faith is not waiting to see. It is seeing through speech. Your word is prophecy. Every declaration is a prediction of your future, and your future is shaped by what you consistently declare. Speak lack, and you prophesy poverty. Speak wealth, and you prophesy abundance. Prophecy is not reserved for mystics. It is woven into every word you speak. This is why it is said that life and death are in the power of the tongue. The tongue creates futures, for it is the pen that writes destiny upon the pages of time. And when you understand this, you realize that silence in the face of lack is dangerous. If you do not speak wealth, the noise of the world will fill the silence with poverty. You must be proactive, intentional, deliberate. Fill the atmosphere with your decrees before the world fills it with doubt. Let your words dominate your environment, until even the air around you vibrates with wealth. Then, everywhere you go, you carry the frequency of abundance, and everything around you aligns. There is a practice I urge you to adopt: the rampage of abundance. This is when you allow yourself to flow in a stream of declarations, unbroken, unstoppable, overflowing. You speak not just a phrase or two, but a river of wealth pouring from your lips. I am surrounded by riches. Money flows to me endlessly. Opportunities chase me down. Everything I touch prospers. I am a magnet of fortune. My wealth blesses generations. I live in overflow. Abundance is my birthright. Prosperity is my nature. And riches pour into my life from every direction. Do this with intensity, and you will feel your energy shift. Your vibration will soar, your field will expand, and the universe will answer. This is not imagination alone, it is science. Neuroscience shows that repetition of words rewires the brain, creating new neural pathways that shape your perception and behavior. Physics shows that vibration affects matter, and your words are vibration shaping the particles of reality. Spiritual law confirms that the spoken word commands creation. All point to the same truth. I spoke it, then wealth came. And wealth will continue to come, for the law is eternal and unchanging. As long as I continue to speak, wealth continues to flow. The same is true for you. Let your lips become fountains of abundance, and you will live in a world that reflects your words. Refuse to let your tongue betray you with lack. Guard it as you would guard treasure, for indeed, it is the key to all treasure. Do not wait for tomorrow. Begin now. Open your mouth and decree wealth. Do not whisper, declare boldly. Do not hesitate, speak with authority. Do not doubt, speak with certainty. Let the universe hear you and obey, for as surely as day follows night, as surely as the sun rises, wealth will come to the one who dares to speak. And as we carry this truth deeper into the core of our being, let us recognize that every syllable uttered in conviction becomes a spark of creation, igniting the unseen into form. When I say I spoke it and then wealth came, I am not offering a poetic phrase. I am describing a universal law that bends reality itself. Speech is the bridge between the invisible and the visible, between potential and manifestation, between the dream and its embodiment. To speak is to command, and to command is to create. Think of the times in your life when you have declared something with certainty, and it unfolded almost mysteriously, as though the world itself rearranged to deliver it. Perhaps you said, I will meet the right person, and days later, they appeared. Perhaps you said, I will find the resources, and suddenly doors opened where once there were only walls. This is no coincidence. This is law in action. The moment your word left your lips, the machinery of the unseen was set into motion, orchestrating what seemed impossible. The tragedy is not that people fail to manifest wealth. It is that they fail to speak it into being. They leave their desires unspoken, confined within silent thought, never given breath, never given vibration. Or worse, they speak the opposite, binding themselves with chains of their own making. A person may desire prosperity, but spend the day muttering about debt, bills, and struggle, and then wonder why abundance evades them. But the universe cannot deliver wealth in response to the vibration of lack. It can only return to you the frequency you broadcast. Speak lack, and lack returns. Speak wealth, and wealth rushes forth. And yet many resist this truth, because they underestimate the power of words. They imagine speech to be light, fleeting, inconsequential, not realizing that worlds themselves were spoken into being. If the universe itself responded to sound, how much more will your reality respond to the declarations you make? Your life is an echo of your speech. Listen carefully to the words you have spoken in the past, and you will see their reflection in your present. Listen carefully to the words you speak now, and you will hear the forecast of your future. So, I ask you, what are you speaking into your future right now? Are your words building palaces of gold or prisons of lack? Are you summoning streams of abundance or draughts of despair? Speak, for you cannot escape the creative power of your tongue. Every silence is a missed opportunity. Every careless phrase a seed that will grow whether you wish it or not. Be deliberate. Be intentional, be bold. For your tongue is a scepter, and with it you rule your world. There is immense freedom in realizing that wealth, is not granted by external forces, but commanded from within. Too many wait for governments, employers, or chance to deliver their abundance. But true wealth flows not from outside permission, but from inside declaration. The wealth you seek is not in the hands of others, it is in your mouth. Once you grasp this, you cease to beg, you cease to hope timidly, and you begin to command boldly, and wealth responds to boldness. It is like a lion, majestic yet untamed, responding not to fear but to authority. If you whisper, "Maybe I could have a little," wealth may pass you by. But if you roar with certainty, "I am wealthy now, I live in abundance," riches chase me down. The lion bows to your authority. The universe respects bold speech because boldness is faith expressed. Let us speak also of consistency. One declaration may begin the process, but consistency ensures its completion. Imagine a sculptor striking stone. One strike begins the shaping, but repeated strikes reveal the masterpiece. So it is with speech. One word sets the law in motion, but continual words keep the momentum alive until wealth bursts forth into reality. Speak wealth when you rise, speak wealth as you walk, speak wealth before you rest. Let it be the melody of your life, the rhythm of your breath, until every fiber of your being vibrates with prosperity. And when doubt arises, as it often does, do not entertain it. Answer it. Doubt is but a shadow, and shadows vanish in the light of spoken truth. If a thought whispers, "What if it doesn't work?" Speak louder. It already works. Wealth is mine now. If fear says, "But I see no evidence," answer with, "Evidence bends to my decree, and it is forming even now." Do not allow doubt the last word, for the last word is always the creative word. Speak last and you will create last. Gratitude too must be spoken. To silently feel grateful is powerful. But to declare gratitude aloud multiplies its effect. Say, "Thank you for the wealth that flows to me now. Thank you for the riches that fill my life. Thank you for the prosperity that blesses me and everyone connected to me." Spoken gratitude is a magnet for more. It signals to the universe that you recognize abundance. And recognition attracts multiplication. When you speak gratitude, you are telling the universe, "I am already in wealth." And the universe, always obedient, expands that wealth. Another dimension unfolds when you speak wealth for others. When you declare, "May my family prosper, may my community thrive, may my friends overflow in abundance," you step into the law of circulation. What you release returns to you multiplied. You cannot sincerely speak wealth over others without inviting wealth into your own life. This is why the generous, those who bless others freely with words and deeds, often live in greater abundance. They have tapped into the flow, and in giving, they receive without measure. Consider also the embodiment of wealth through speech. Do not speak wealth as though it were distant or future. Speak as though it is present now, for indeed it is. The moment you declare, it begins. Say not, "One day I will be wealthy," but, "I am wealthy now." My wealth unfolds daily. Prosperity surrounds me in every way. Time is a constructive perception. But speech collapses time, bringing the future into the now. Wealth is not on its way. It is already here, summoned by your word, and the energy you release in your declarations builds momentum. Imagine each spoken word as a stone dropped into a pond, sending ripples outward. One stone sends ripples a short distance, but continual stones create a wave, and waves reshape the shore. Your words, spoken consistently, reshape the shores of your reality. Over time, the landscape of your life bends to the rhythm of your declarations, until wealth becomes not an occasional visitor, but a permanent resident. You must also understand that wealth is not always money first. Often, your declarations will summon opportunities, ideas, or connections. Do not dismiss them because they do not appear as stacks of cash. Recognize them as wealth in seed form. When you speak, "I am wealthy," the universe may deliver inspiration for a business, introduce you to a new partner, or open doors you never knew existed. Each of these is wealth answering your call. Receive them, act on them, and they will multiply into visible riches. And remember, wealth is not selfish. When you speak wealth, speak it with the intention to bless, to expand, to uplift. Wealth is not hoarded, it is circulated. It flows like a river, nourishing everything in its path. If you dam it with fear or greed, it stagnates. But if you let it flow through you, blessing others as it blesses you, it returns with greater force. Speak wealth with a spirit of generosity. My wealth blesses others. My prosperity uplifts those around me. My riches expand the world. In this way, you align not only with personal abundance, but with the eternal flow of universal wealth. Yes, I spoke it, then wealth came. But I continue to speak, and wealth continues to come. The law has no limit, no exhaustion, no ceiling. As long as I breathe, as long as I speak, as long as I declare, wealth responds. And this same power rests on your tongue, waiting for you to use it. And the beauty of this law is that it is impartial. It does not favor one above another. It does not withhold from some and overflow to others. It operates in purity, responding only to vibration and declaration. The rich are not rich because they are more deserving, and the poor are not poor because they are cursed. The difference lies in alignment with speech, in the courage to declare, in the discipline to remain faithful to one's word. For every soul is born with the same instrument of creation, the tongue. And every tongue has equal power to summon wealth. Let us now journey into the inner sanctuary of consciousness, where true creation begins. Your mind is the workshop, your imagination the blueprint, but your words are the hammer that builds. A design may remain hidden forever if no one dares to build it. So too with wealth. Countless desires lie dormant in human hearts, because they were never spoken into life. People imagine wealth, they dream of abundance, but they silence their own authority, leaving the dream unfinished. Yet when you speak, you take the unseen sketch and raise it into reality. And here lies another mystery: the body listens. Every cell, every organ, every fiber of your being responds to your words. Speak lack long enough, and the body bends under the weight of scarcity. Speak wealth long enough, and your body begins to align with prosperity itself. Your energy lifts, your posture changes, your eyes shine, your presence radiates abundance. Wealth is not only the flow of money, it is the vitality of your life force. When you declare yourself wealthy, you infuse your body with life, health, and magnetism. This magnetism is not imaginary. It is real, it is felt by others. When you enter a room having spoken wealth over yourself, your aura radiates a field so magnetic that people are drawn to you. Opportunities are drawn to you. Money is drawn to you. This is why some individuals seem to effortlessly attract fortune. They have cultivated the aura of wealth through spoken declaration. They do not beg opportunities. They radiate them. And this radiance is available to all who dare to speak. But beware of contradiction, for the universe does not respond to confusion. Many sabotage themselves by speaking wealth one moment, and negating it the next. They rise in the morning declaring, "I am prosperous." But by afternoon they murmur, "I never have enough." Such double-mindedness cancels the power of speech. The law is faithful, but it requires consistency. A seed planted and uprooted daily will never bear fruit. Speak wealth and then protect your declaration. Guard your tongue as you would guard treasure. Refuse to let fear, frustration, or casual complaint uproot your abundance. And when tests come, as they surely will, see them not as proof of failure, but as opportunities to affirm your word. If a bill arrives larger than expected, do not panic. Speak louder, even this is provided for. Money flows to me now. If a delay appears, do not despair. Declare. Wealth is never late, it arrives in perfect timing. Trials are not obstacles but invitations to strengthen your faith, to root your word deeper, to prove your authority. The universe listens most intently in moments of challenge. What will you declare when appearances defy you? That declaration will determine whether wealth is delayed or delivered. And let us remember that wealth is infinite. Too many speak with fear that if one prospers, another must lack. But abundance is boundless. There is no shortage of riches, no scarcity of opportunities, no ceiling to creation. When you speak wealth, you are not taking from another, you are drawing from the infinite reservoir of source. To believe in scarcity is to slander the nature of the universe. To believe in abundance is to align with truth. Therefore, declare boldly, without guilt, without hesitation, knowing that your wealth in no way diminishes another's, but rather multiplies opportunities for all. The science of this is profound. When you speak, your brain fires new patterns, your body releases hormones, your electromagnetic field shifts, and your signal into the quantum field changes. In that instant, you are no longer the same being. You have moved realities. Your future bends toward your word. This is not metaphor, it is mechanics. Speech alters biology, biology alters energy, and energy alters matter. With each declaration, you are sculpting your destiny on every level. And wealth is not limited to your personal life. It ripples outward. The declarations you make not only alter your own future, but influence the collective field. When enough people speak wealth, entire communities rise. Poverty dissolves not when charity is given alone, but when the collective tongue shifts its decree. Imagine a city where every soul declares, "We are prosperous. Our streets overflow with opportunity. Our children inherit abundance. Our land yields riches." That city would become a beacon of wealth, for the law responds not just to individuals, but to the chorus of collective speech. So let it begin with you. Be the voice that shifts the atmosphere. Speak wealth in your home until your walls vibrate with prosperity. Speak wealth in your workplace until opportunities multiply. Speak wealth in your city until abundance flows like a river. Your voice is not small, it is cosmic. It reverberates beyond what your ears can hear, echoing in the halls of creation. And remember always, the universe does not deliver to the silent. It delivers to the speaker. You need not have every detail figured out. You need not know every step. Speak first, and the steps will appear. Speech precedes strategy, declaration precedes direction. Speak wealth now, and watch as paths open before you that you could never have planned. Yes, I spoke it, then wealth came. And as I continued to speak, more wealth came. And as I spoke still more, wealth multiplied beyond comprehension. The law has no limit but the ones you place with your tongue. If you speak small, you live small. If you speak great, you live great. The universe does not limit you. You limit yourself with your declarations. So expand them. Dare to declare not only enough, but overflow. Dare to say not only, "I have what I need," but, "I have more than enough to bless the world." For wealth is most powerful when it circulates, when it flows through you as a blessing to others. Therefore, speak not only for yourself but for generations. Say, "My children inherit abundance. My lineage is prosperous. Wealth flows through my family endlessly." Speak for your legacy, for the law responds beyond your lifespan. Your words today echo in the future of those who come after you. Speak wealth into the soil of time, and your descendants will harvest it long after you have spoken your last word. So let the tongue be sanctified for abundance. Let the mouth be dedicated to prosperity. Let every word be a seed of wealth. And let the law, ever faithful, bring forth its fruit in overflowing measure. For it cannot fail. It has never failed. It will never fail. The only question is, will you speak?